Hello, Star Lovelies. It's a great time to be a soul. Today we're talking about we are rounding out the end of April, and we're just getting into that beginning of May this week. And so there's a few shifts going on. Firstly, this is the second week that we've had with all the planets have been direct. I haven't really emphasized it for two reasons. One, it's only 2 weeks. And the second thing is that there were so many complications the last week. I was like, The good news is we start to get some material lift this week. We've got Aries gets more energy because Venus enters her Aries point. So she joins Neptune there, she joins Mercury there, Chiron's been there for a few years. And so this is where we have that newness. And that newness gives us that momentum so that we can have the bravery that we're desiring to handle that pressurized power we're still feeling from that Pluto and that Mars opposition. So how are we showing up for ourselves? And how we're being really precise and aligned are still questions that we're going through. The other things is that Venus, though, has this beautiful configuration where she enters like a conjunction with Neptune. So we have the ability to demonstrate self-love and self-care and compassion and kindness for ourselves and others. Remember, with Aries, it's not so much, it might be a little bit of tough love, but that's not so bad because there is softness there. So we're entering a new season as we go from the season of purpose and we're going into the season of power. We've got Beltane on the 1st of the month and we've got May Day. And so we are into a new energetic where we are looking at our connections and we're looking at our own power and we're looking at other people's power. And so in Aries, it's very fiery. It is very bold. It is very brave. And so those are the questions we've been stirring over the last few weeks. And so in this last week of April, how do you want to show up for yourself? And if you haven't taken that quiz yet, go to your starmaptosuccess.com and answer those 12 questions, and you will get so much information via email from me, kim@kimwoods.com. Go ahead and whitelist that and come back and look at how you want to enter this new energy of power. For you, wise strategist, the power is in your heart. So when you feel things and you let your instinct reign, that's how you get more powerful. For you, intuitive visionary, being true to yourself, what is your deepest truth? And let that become known to you. And if you want to others, you don't have to let it be known to others. For you, collaborative explorer, what big adventure do you want to plan between now and at the end of the year? For you, ruling warrior, what vacation or two are you going to take? Again, I know I'm going through power. These are powerful positions and powerful decisions for you to make. For you, creative superstar, how do you work with one or two other key people to get the production that you need in order to be able to get the success that you deserve? And then for you, loving alchemist, how do you work to come to the surface more and be seen in more powerful ways? We talked to you about setting your own stage last year. Hint, hint, wink, wink. This is about your own stage. So go ahead and stand on it and let yourself shine. Now, for everybody, we're entering a new month. We're entering new energy. We are here to live our soul mission. So let us do it by the day, by the week, by the month, by the year. And so, as always, thank you so much for listening and sharing with friends. Until next time, happy soul tidings. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more ways to use the stars strategically to align with your soul purpose, reclaim your power, and increase your prosperity. Please rate and review your favorite episodes, and remember to check out my website at kimwoods.com for my latest forecasts, articles, and offerings. To find out your intuitive success signature, take my 12-question Do You Know, Like, and Trust Yourself quiz and find out how you're living your stars at yourstarmaptosuccess.com. I've so enjoyed our time together as it's filled with the power of the stars plus strategy to clear the pathway to your success. Until next time, happy soul tidings.